50 feet beneath the streets. It's 36 feet long. It weighs over 2,000 pounds. It's killed 5 people already. And it's about to break out. Alligator.
Have you ever heard that story about alligators in the sewer? One of the things your uncle would casually just bring up and scare the absolute crap out of you as a kid? An old school bona fide urban legend, and the way he told it, well, it sounded like it already happened somewhere. Somewhere, some little kid flushes a baby alligator down the toilet, and it survives. It grows, and eventually, well, it's still down there, living under the city, just underneath you. Sure, you can laugh it off, it's just another urban legend, something weird you heard once and maybe you'll never even think about again. But every now and again you hear it again from someone else, told a little bit differently, but the story always remains the same. That's the thing about stories like that, they stick around for a reason. Welcome back to Beyond the Grave Media, and tonight, we're talking about 1980s Alligator. Thanks for being here. Before Lake Placid, before Anaconda, hell, before Crawl came back and creature features kind of came back into the mainstream, there was Alligator. And what makes this one hit just a little bit different is that it doesn't start as fantasy, it starts as folklore, an urban legend that's been around for decades, people flushing baby alligators down the toilet only for them to survive in the sewer system. Most movies would treat that like some sort of joke. Alligator treats it more like a warning. The setup for this film, it's pretty simple, really. It's almost too simple. We got a little girl, she's forced to get rid of her pet alligator. Yeah, she flushes it, and just like that, we are off and running. That's where the legend takes over. The years pass, nobody even thinks about it anymore. But underneath the streets of Chicago, something is still alive. And unlike other creature features where the threat comes from the distant jungle, a remote lake, this one is right under you, under your feet, inside your walls, closer than you'd ever want it to be. And that's where Alligator separates itself from the rest of those creature feature packs. Because if you look at it as something like Jaws, well, that's terrifying, but hey, it's not my problem. It's contained. It's the ocean, a destination. Stay the fuck out of it and you should be fine. You choose to go there. Same with Anaconda, same with Lake Placid. Even Crawl, as intense as that thing is, keeps the danger relatively localized. But Alligator, you don't go to it, it was already there. Living in the parts of the city people ignore, feeding off what gets dumped, discarded, forgotten. What makes it feel? Yeah, it makes it feel just a little bit more real. And then you layer on top of that a little salt and pepper, a little bit of seasoning is the reason it's grown into something monstrous. Illegal chemical testing, corporate cover-ups, waste being dumped where no one's even fucking looking. And then suddenly, this once urban legend decides it's going to evolve, and it's not just a story anymore, it's not just some sort of fable, it's an actual consequence. In Alligator, we follow Detective David Madison, who starts piecing together the only way a character in a movie like this can, slowly, and way too late to the situation. Pieces of something bigger, literally, and every clue points downward, below you, into the sewer system, and once this film takes you there, you feel it. Claustrophobia, paranoia, the grime, the sense that something is there. Watching, waiting, apex motherfucking predators, baby. When the alligator finally reveals itself, it doesn't disappoint. This isn't just some quick glimpse. This isn't a shadow. This isn't a cock tease. This is a full-on practical effects monster with weight, with presence, and most importantly, with impact. Something you can believe is actually there compared to a lot of those other crappy modern creature features that rely on fast cuts, tricky editing, and CGI spectacles. Alligator gives you the real goddamn deal, baby. It lets you feel a little bit of danger, okay? That's when this movie shifts, when of course the alligator escapes. It's out in the open, and of course, nobody is prepared for it. You get the set pieces, and when they hit, they really hit. You get the pool scene, which is sudden, it's brutal, it's unforgettable, man. As an 80s kid watching this with Joe Bob Briggs, I would be so excited every time Alligator would come across the old TV on TNT. A reminder that safety is an illusion. And then, of course, you get the wedding. How awesome is it when 80s movies decide to show you everything in the daytime? You get the brutality, you get the kills, you get the gore, you get the blood, you get everybody screaming for their life on their happiest day, right? A wedding, and of course, Alligator just takes it to a place you just totally did not expect. Louis Teague says, "Hold my goddamn beer." I love Alligator, and that's why it works, because Alligator understands something a lot of creature features, unfortunately, miss. Taking shots at the corporations that are responsible, check, okay? We have officials who ignore the problem. They're gonna make this something that it's not. The system that allowed it to happen in the first place, it's not just for chaos, it's for the sake of chaos. It's the consequence of the whole fucking matter. Alligator makes you pay for making these stupid decisions. It is, and it's like the beginning of the 80s. And I know that this was kind of thought of as 1976. Louis Teague, he'd done a couple of films you probably love. Cujo being one of them, some Cat's Eye stuff. He does some great Stephen King work. Cujo's gospel, okay? And so is Alligator. It's absolutely unbelievable. It takes this ridiculous premise, this urban legend that everybody knows about, and it just gives you everything that you need. You get an incredible character actor, right? You get Bryan Cranston in the very first role that he's ever really been in, making alligator guts, filling them into plastic bags and shoving into this goddamn gator suit. Chef's kiss, man. It's unbelievable. It's interesting that something below the surface literally and thematically can take this urban legend and turn it into something believable, close, and the effects are actually pretty damn good. Now, you do get the set pieces where the alligators kind of walking. You have a real gator and you have the miniatures, right? Kind of like how they do in Star Wars. On 4K, you're going to notice some things are a little bit cheesy. But if you watch this movie your whole life, raise your hand. Who cares? Who cares? Are you entertained? Is it a movie? Is it a creature feature? Can I tell you something? I've been saving this review, and I really should give it more. I should spend more time on this. But I love alligators. I love crocodiles so much. I've been kind of hanging on. I just got my throat, my neck tattooed. The alligator eye coming at you. That's how much I love alligators. I love that I love creature features. I love crocodilians. I love alligators. Just a little bit. When I say I love them, I mean, I watched 4 movies Saturday night after I went to the Tattoo Expo. My buddy hooked me up. Chad, shout out to you out there. Drilling on my neck and my throat for 2 hours straight, just in this weird position, unable to move, rattling my rib cage, rattling my throat. I watched Crawl, I watched Alligator, I watched Rogue, and not Killer Croc. I fucking love Alligator. I love everything about it. I love Ramon or Morris. I think that we just lost him. I think it was last year. Rest in peace, Morris. Absolutely killer Alligator, man. Let's talk about this feature. Let's talk about this release from Imprint Films. Is it going to be as good as the Shout Factory, Scream Factory 4K that came out? Yes, because it's pretty much the same transfer with pretty much all of the same features. Let's peek at this thing. No one's talking about this box set, so I'm going to. Alligator 1 and 2. This is a chunky box. Let me give you a little comparison here. Here's second sight, okay? It's bigger than that, okay? It's bigger. Bigger is better sometimes. Alligator, it pops off. This is from Imprint Films, and you've also got Alligator 2, The Mutation. It's not on Blu-ray, but that's okay. Pop this bad boy off. We're going to get the 4K. Okay, the same transfer as Scream Factory. There's our cover art. You're going to get the first 4K, the theatrical cut. Then you're going to get the also the TV cut over here that's just a Blu-ray, and then another Blu-ray. It's all the same scan from Via Vision, Scream Factory. They all kind of shared the same one. So this has got all the same special features that you're used to, but it gets a bonus disc too. You get Alligator 2, The Mutation, which if you're new here and you don't watch creature features, this is pretty much just Alligator 1 rehashed a little bit a couple years later. It's not as good, unfortunately. I was kind of holding off to do this because I knew I was going to get tattooed and I wanted to talk about it. And I rewatched this. I've only seen this like twice. I think I have a DVD somewhere. It's not great, but it is still an Alligator movie, so it's going to have a lot of cheesy acting. It's got some over-the-top effects. It's got some people screaming for their life. It's got weird scenes. It's kind of a parody of the first one, but it doesn't matter because it's fucking Alligator, man. It was 50 feet long beneath the city, okay? It was 50 feet beneath the city, 36 feet long, weighs 2,000 pounds, and it's about to break out. Alligator 1 and 2 from Imprint Films. There it is. You want to see what the back looks like? You got more gator action there down in the sewer. You're saying it was as big as the car? Yeah, dude. Imprint Films killed it, but more importantly, thanks to the movie room, Michael and Deb over there for sending this bad boy over to me to review. I love Alligator. I think I've made that clear. I'm such a massive fan of this movie's creature features in general, man. If you could see my stack of VHSs over here, I think like 1 out of every 4 that's on this tall tower is a creature feature. I just love them. Demonic possession, splatter, and creature features, man. That's what I love. So thank you to the movie room. If you go there now, use my code BEYOND10, all caps. You're going to get 10% off. You can get this thing from Imprint Films. No one's talking about it. I don't know why. This is an excellent release, man. Imprint continues to kill it. This is really, really chunky. I'm trying to think compared to like some of the Second Sight stuff. Even the Arrow, like this is like really, really solid compared to even the Sword and the Sorcerer that just came out. I know Lawnmower Man's probably similar, but this is like thick. It's super cool. You got to feel it in person. Use my code BEYOND10. The movie room. I can talk about Alligator for days. I still love that Scream Factory 4K. That is a great release too. I've watched that a bunch of times, but for me, I think that this is probably the new standard because you get the TV cut, you get the extra Blu-ray, and then you get all the same special features ported over. If you want to know what they are, I'm not going to sit here and read about it because my neck hurts. I need to go lubricate my neck. It's killing me, man. Totally worth it. Fucking love Alligator. I love you guys. You know what to do. If you're new here, do all those stupid fucking things that YouTubers tell you to do. Like, comment, subscribe. Talk some shit down there in the comments. Are you a fan of Alligator? If you're not, which one do you like more? I also really love Crawl. Okay, I'm a huge Lake Placid fan as well. Obviously, that's really, really cheesy. And this is pretty cheesy. So I'm also getting over a cold. Apologize for my voice. It's kind of going in and out. Yeah, until next time, take great care. I'm going to see you really, really soon. I love you so much. Cheers.